I've got a cup of coffee, a water, a little bit of rum, and that beer.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Autopod Decepticast, where, we do this minute-by-minute thing. Transformers the movie? You get it. You've been around. You know what's happening. Episode 37, covering the 36:01 to 37-minute mark. And if you're a long-time listener, never-time caller, then you know that I'm your host, Aaron. And as always, I have my two egghead, just total dorkball pocket protector wearing with their broken glasses and a bit of masking tape upon the bridge, my co-hosts.
I'm Ryan.
Indubitably, I'm Caleb. Guys, who is the biggest dweebo of the Transformers world? Which member of the universe would you like to shove into a locker or give a swirly?
Listen, first of all, I cannot co-sign this bullying even.
I would totally shove Perceptor and
But my answer is also Perceptor.
Come on, guys.
and I would.
What about Wheelie?
I'd swirly Wheelie.
Swirly wheelie.
Yeah, I'd give him a swirly.
And an Energon toilet. Wait, that wouldn't work. Because you drink it. Well, you drink
Very
water.
Friedmanian. Of course there's an Energon.
And I'd give Wheeljack a wedgie.
He's not as much of an egghead. He's kind of like, he's more like an auto mechanic. He's kind of
He's
blue
an
collar.
engineer.
That's
right?
true, because he's pretty good with the mechanics. The brains on his creations, not so.
Why did you give him tiny brains?
And, dinosaurs, they got tiny brains. So this is a bit of a cheat, but I did not say Transformer, I said Transformers Universe. Oh. So I'm going to say Primacron from the Call of the Primitives. Mm-hmm. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
So much.
He's a real fucking loser.
And by the way, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh, is this our Thanksgiving podcast?
Is it?
This is coming out on the 26th, right?
Okay. I hope you had a happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Hope you're enjoing the leftovers of
Bomb-ass turkey cranberry sandwich.
Yeah, and like that eating on that Autopod Decepticrust.
God damn. Okay. That's gold, baby.
It is gold. On that note, we can't make any more comments on that. That's the best. So, Jazz and Cliffjumper made Unicron plumper while Spike and B prepare to take their leave.
So this is Unicron's Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Wow, yeah. How serendipitous. So you'll recall we were following a somewhat dubious countdown as Spike and Bumblebee hopped on a ship, left the moon, which took somewhere between 20 seconds and 20 minutes to accomplish. Spike and B got off the planet.
Wait. Why 20? What are you talking about 20 minutes?
Because there's no way they could have really done that in 20 seconds.
They did.
I'd say 20 minutes. There's no way. I can't walk from here to this door in 20 seconds.
Yeah, but you're morbidly obese.
Yeah, and you're lazy. And you're easily distracted. And you suck all the way around.
Wow, the roasts are over.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But, yeah, I mean, it's 20 seconds. But, yeah, you're right. Logistically, it's ridiculous. But, anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Spike and B got off the planet. The counter got down to about 2 whatevers, and that's where we pick up. And as the minute begins, Unicron is cramming the whole moon into his mouth, as I do sugar cookies.
And as I did to that stovetop stuffing at my mom's house this past weekend.
Oh man, your mom has the best stuffing.
I love that stuffing of your mom.
Oh, okay. So basically, the moon is the exact same size as his mouth. Mm-hmm. And
how convenient.
Yeah, and you can see some of these round nodules if we were to go back to the old fluoro dairy drawings. That's how big Earth would be in comparison to this planet. But then again,
if we're going by the fluoro dairy,
yeah, it all changes.
Right,
yeah.
It doesn't.
It's
really
all
matter.
different.
So I've never really noticed this before, but the way Unicron eats is kind of the way insects eat, like the ones that like ants and those that have mandibles, and the way they just kind of force them in their mouth. It's kind of cool.
My aunt kind of she ate like that at the meal.
Oh,
She
the
was
casserole was
stuffing
delicious this year.
stuffing cranberry sauce in her face.
Caleb is exclusively doing Thanksgiving comments this episode.
So the timer gets down to 0 as the planet goes into his mouth, and booyah!
Yep, kaboom.
I don't know how. I mean, I say it all the time. Awesome explosion at this point. And the force of the explosion, the force of the blast, causes the ship to kind of flip and tumble into space. We see B knocked around a little bit. Spike maintains control. B recovers. And they kick off the most premature celebration of all time.
High five. Yep.
Let's all high five.
Well, that was terrible.
awkward.
It's
You
hard to
can't
do a
high five in a triad.
three-way
The
high
Ninja
five.
Turtles could 4-way high five. Why can't we 3-way high
Let's try it
five?
again. Oh,
That's the sound that makes.
that
All
was
right.
me hitting the thing.
So
Okay.
anyway, they look towards their monitor. They're a little
And then-
confused. And it turns out that explosion didn't do a goddamn thing to that planet. And
Immediately,
speaking-
they go from oh.
Oh.
And so, speaking of goddamn and cursing, this is where the famous Spike cursing sequence
Now-
takes place.
Was this? I remember the open. Damn it, open. I don't remember him saying shit. Was this because? Can you explain to me why I don't remember him saying this?
I can. Or do you want to do it?
You go for it. I
Okay.
talk all the time.
Well, basically, they wanted to get a PG rating in the movie on the theatrical release because PG movies showed more showings per day and tended to be in more theaters. And so for the theatrical release, they included oh shit to get the PG. Then on the home video release, they edited that part out to make it family friendly.
Did they leave the damn it though in?
They did.
So.
That's why you remember the damn it
So
and not the
in
oh
order
shit.
to get a PG rating, you have to have like 2 cuss words.
I think shit or fuck. Well, fuck probably.
That's-
I think you can say fuck once and still get PG-13. I'm not for sure on that, but
Yeah.
there's a certain
Shit,
number.
it's just classification.
Yeah, there's a certain
damn
number of
is,
curse words and what
see.
kind of curse
Damn
words.
can probably go in G, I'm guessing.
And the MPAA is garbage. So
Damn can go in G. I guess the secret in him. There, he said.
Was that a G?
I'll have to look if the secret in him was G or PG because there was the word damn in the secret in him.
well, and also it changed in like '82 when PG-13 came out because like the Star Trek, the original movie is G, and they have a curse word. I don't remember what curse word it is in there, but they have one.
So as far as home video viewing, the shit wasn't restored until the year 2000. There was the Rhino re-release of the movie, and I would assume that would have been on DVD, and that's when we all got to rehear again. So basically, you only heard it if you saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And then as a kid, I never knew that it happened
never
because I
knew
didn't
it.
see it in the theater.
Nope. I never heard it until actually I think rewatching it here was aside from like clips on YouTube or whatever. I think this was the first time I'd heard it in the movie.
Spike's all grown up, everybody.
That's
This
right.
is
It
language.
isn't even intended.
I'd
Yeah.
be saying more than shit if it were me in that situation.
Well, then first you say it, then you do it, and that's a Bill Cosby joke, and we don't need to
Don't talk about
it
him
anymore.
anymore. No. You're out, Kaz.
That's
All right, so at 36:19, we see a shot. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. These guys are looking in their monitor. I love this sequence of the debris being sucked into Unicron. They're basically directly behind his mouth. The only thing, and I am just being a total nitpicker here, it would have been cool if they would have. I'm assuming that this camera is affixed to the back of their ship, and it would have been cool if you could have seen like them panning away from Unicron as. Because since the ship is moving away from Unicron at this point, but it's
Oh, I
static.
see.
It's static. And
Gotcha.
you just see all this stuff. But that is a minor nitpick.
Sure.
But some sort of light envelops them, similar to Jazz and Cliff Jumper, and
they are sucked into it.
get sucked into it.
Damn it.
Yeah. And again,
They got
if you don't know the story, you've once again watched the last of anybody you care about from the season 1 and 2 just die.
They got sucked into Unicron like my uncle, sucked in that mashed potatoes and gravy.
I'm glad that's how that ended.
Did your uncle just sit at one end of the table and go,
And it just came to him.
With a straw, with the slurping sound.
People are going to hate these last 3 episodes where we all do slurping sounds.
do you remember when your jaw was wired shut and you had
Yes.
to slurp everything for like a year and a half?
It wasn't that long.
Like 6 weeks, wasn't it?
I had my jaw wired shut for 8 weeks, and I couldn't get full open, my mouth fully open for probably another 2 or 3 months after that. Like I remember,
Whoa.
yeah. Well, your jaw atrophies, and it's relearning. So I had it wired shut for 8 weeks. I didn't really use a straw. I just tip it up and.
Didn't you lose a lot of weight?
Yeah, I was already really skinny. I mean, I was at that point. That was the summer between high school and first year of college, and I was only weighing 130 to 135 pounds to begin with. I was super skinny.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10.5".
Okay.
I got down to 125 pounds.
Jesus.
Wow.
But I held on. I survived on.
I held on.
I held on. I survived by drinking a lot of sports shakes, Ensure, and
Shout out to Insure, sponsor
Yeah.
us.
Yes, please.
Post Thanksgiving.
V8s, pineapple juice, and I got to the point where I had such crazy cravings that I would have my mom for breakfast. She would take a cinnamon roll and add milk and put it in a blender, heat it up in the microwave, and I would drink it.
That actually sounds awesome.
And then she would take green beans and stuff and blend. I would a pureed soups, anything
Like baby food.
Yeah,
Adult baby food with flavor and salt and stuff.
It got to the point where I just was craving I was craving
Savory.
I had but the most disappointing part of that whole thing was when I got my jaw wired. We all had a plan. My whole family was going to take me out to eat, and I could have a regular meal. What I didn't realize is after I got unwired, I could only open my mouth up maybe a centimeter. And so I was actually, while I could kind of shove French fries in, I was really incapable of chewing and swallowing
man.
still.
Was it really sore? Or
It wasn't
the
sore.
next
It
day
was just
after you had that
it
meal?
wasn't sore. It was just it was. I would have pushed through that. It was physically stiff. You could
Right.
only open your mouth so far. And
It wasn't
you would,
flexible.
You would hit
Yeah,
this
well, basically
resistance.
the muscles hadn't been used for...
So I had a.
But was it sore the next day after you tried to use those muscles again and eat it?
It was that evening.
Oh, really?
After getting unwired.
Gotcha.
And I was so bummed out. And so over the next few weeks, I had a tongue depressor, one of the wooden, and I would wedge it in there and work on expanding my jaw and just working at it until it finally got back to normal.
Wow.
But that took a while to actually get back there.
My favorite part of your telling of this experience is you had to start college.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I was supposed to get the surgery in June.
And why did you need to have this done?
I was developing a bad underbite, and it was developing TMJ, and so I wasn't injured or anything. It was corrective surgery to improve my bite. And also to get my chin defined better. So I guess it was slightly cosmetic.
I can see that chin.
Yeah, there was no. I mean, I barely have a chin now, but I had zero chin then. So I was supposed to get the surgery in June. That would allow me to get it wired and get the wires off before I started my freshman year of college. What happened is my surgeon.
You can't eat pussy with your jaw wired shut.
Well, you can. It's
It's just with lips.
and not to mention there's metal in your mouth.
That's true.
Because in order to get your jaw wired shut, you have to get braces.
Oh, God.
So I had braces again. I had them when I was younger, and I had to get them again for them to wire it shut. Jesus. So he herniated a disc in his back, which postponed.
Your doctor?
Yes.
Okay.
So it postponed the surgery to a week
Jesus Christ.
before college started. So I got the surgery.
And you heard that in your head, were you like, oh shit? I mean, did immediately that means I'm going to be in college.
Yeah. So I got the surgery, and it was a big surgery. Like I was put under and out.
You were in general anesthesia?
Yeah, I got put under. I mean, because they had to take my bottom jaw and cut it, like remove it from the rest of my jaw. They also took the top. It's not a jaw, but the top teeth, and they separated it out too.
Jesus.
And moved it forward. So if you see an X-ray of me, I've got metal screws here, up above, and around my chin here. Okay, I have metal screws all in my face.
Like a headmaster, part man, part
And
machine.
they did all of the surgery through my mouth.
Would you go through a metal detector? Does it
Nope.
go off?
No, surgical steel doesn't.
I'm trying to picture it. So did they have to stretch your just lips?
Oh yeah,
I was like all kinds of crazy
fucked.
shit.
I was bruised and fucked. I came to the next day. I was on a lot of drugs. I was in the hospital for 3 days. Jesus. I was in the hospital for 3 days, so I'm all swollen. And I start college then like 4 or 5 days later.
Oh my God.
And
That's horrifying.
so I would
On
spend-
painkillers.
So my lunches, I didn't take my painkillers. But then I would eat my lunches out in my truck in the parking lot, which my lunches, I'd drink my can of pineapple juice. And V8. But I remember that first day, they'd be calling, do roll call, and or tell us about yourself. And I remember this first.
What college
class,
does tell you about me yourself?
This first
They did
class
that
was
kinda
like
shit.
it was Drury. It was a liberal arts college. It was a lot
Okay.
smaller than SMS. And so I remember like there's like, please tell somebody. I'll be like, my name is Caleb Corner, and I'm from Nixon. And I remember this one asshole said, "Speak up." And I said, "I can't speak up. My jaw is wired shut. I can't speak."
So basically, you delivered all your lines like Billy Zane from Titanic. In that movie, he's just like, I put the necklace in the jacket, I put the jacket on her.
Billy Zane did a lot better than I did.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway, that was my So
the teacher didn't even try and bail you out. The teacher was like,
Oh, I'm sure I'm romantic. I'm sure I'm exaggerating it, but there was a couple of times I remember where I had
Caleb,
to,
what do you think about
history
in the 1600s?
I got to the point where I was really good at speaking with my jaw.
But you're like 4 days in at this point.
The first couple of days, like I had to explain to people.
And you're sore as shit,
My
I'm
jaw
sure.
is wired shut. My jaw is wired shut, and that was my introduction to college. But then by the second semester it was fine. And but yeah, I was a skinny guy. I was skinny up until I started working for a pizza place, and then I put on a little weight, and then I had kids and.
I have
life
eaten a whole
fucking
pizza
happened, and
this
now
afternoon.
Now I weigh around 200 pounds, and I'm trying.
Is that true?
I weigh 200 pounds.
You don't look like it.
Thank you. I'm trying to lose about 20 pounds.
Do I look like I weigh?
I would. I mean, you just
weigh
look
200
bulky.
You weigh more than 200 pounds?
Oh yeah.
You look bulkier than Caleb.
I'm probably heavier. I haven't worked out. I've been a shitty exerciser ever since I had my Achilles injury.
Sure.
So I'm at my heaviest, I think, of my entire life right now.
I am too. I've also been lifting weights for the past 6 months.
no,
So
look
I'm
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Caleb's arms are jacked.
well, they're not where they were 2 weeks ago. I haven't worked out for a couple weeks, but I need to work on this.
I know. The only way to work that out is to eat kale.
Eat kale and stop drinking
And
beer.
that's what I had for Thanksgiving is kale.
Everybody's just chomping on pumpkin pie.
Yeah. What am I saying? I put on 5 pounds over the weekend from eating all those sweet potatoes.
You know, the average you put
marshmallows.
on during the holidays is only 1 pound, but generally people don't lose it, so it builds up over time.
Well, shit. Such as Spike says.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
What a great transition.
So-
Sorry, Ryan, we're not going to go to whatever you were going to
Yeah.
say a second ago.
That's fine.
Wait.
I know exactly. We're paused at 36:27.
Wait a minute.
Galvatron is looking. It looks like Unicron's kind of facing Cybertron. And what do we see in the distance?
I guess that's Moonbase 3.
It is, and I went down the Transformers wiki last night. There are apparently 4 moons, And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's
Well, in the
four
comics, they're named. I didn't write down their names, but according to the Transformers Wiki, yeah, there are at least 4 moons. I don't think that's in the movie.
Right.
But
Well, in the movie specifically, the very first voiceover, you hear that guy whose name I can't remember, even though we did a feature on him. He says, Cybertron's 2 moons.
But no, he says on 2 of Cybertron's moons.
All right, that's different. Okay, well, so you're right. Maybe it's unknown how many moons, but here's what I think it is.
Well, Ryan says
Okay.
4, so I guess that
Ryan
sounds
says
right.
Well,
Ryan's right,
that's
I'm
a
right.
Transformers Wiki.
But remember, you might recall last episode that in my version of the script, Unicron eats 1 moon, and then Galvatron says what he's actually saying right here, right now at 26:28 in the movie.
36:28.
36:28, I apologize. He says, Cybertron and all its moons belong to me.
That's right.
So in my version of the script, he actually says that in between the 2 moon eatings. And so what I'm wondering is if this sequence, if that's supposed to be Moonbase 2,
Oh,
and it's
like a
like an
holdover.
animation error based on an older version of the script or
It's
something.
or a continuity problem. Like
Right.
They planned on putting this one in between.
Exactly. I mean, because why else would you don't need to put that moon there?
That's true. Why would you animate
So I
that?
think maybe they were planning on like in what your draft, they were going to put this particular animated sequence
Right.
in between, but they decided not to.
And they decided
Yeah.
not to for whatever reason. And actually, we'll get into it in my script deviations, but there's some weird stuff going on at this part in mine. But
They should have just got rid of that moon. They should have erased that moon out of this. Can they do that?
for the newer editions, just clean up the
Like
continuity.
George Lucas style.
I will also say, as a kid, we've talked about misunderstanding some of the words, some of the lines throughout time as we interpreted them. I always thought, until this moment, until reading the script, I always thought that Galvatron said, Cybertron and all its fools belong to me. I never thought he said
Really?
moons. I thought he said Cybertron. And so
All
but I
its
was wrong about
fools.
that. That was my marvelous look. It's Unicron.
Yeah.
Or also my
Megatron,
is that you?
Want to bet?
Is it?
Or is it?
I always thought it was, is it? As opposed to here's a hint.
Right. And honestly, I think it works better. It would have worked better if they would have edited it to where Unicron eats 1 moon, Galvatron appears sort of put off by that, and then Unicron basically as a show of, well
fuck
I don't
you.
give a fuck, eats the other moon. I like that sequential idea.
Yeah, I think from a storytelling standpoint, it works better this way because then, as soon as Galvatron asserts any kind of independence or like anger at Unicron, he gets punished.
That's true. That is, I agree that piece. And then, so we get to that sequence here at about 36, 33. And again, all of this is great animation. There's not any shitty drawings in this entire last 3 minutes we've looked at, really. And Unicron's reply to Galvatron's exclamation is basically a high-pitched noise. It sounds like a million birds dying. There are bright red lights that envelop him throughout this whole torture sequence, and Galvatron just starts writhing in agony. Great shadow play, great lighting effects. We kind of, at around 36, 37, you zoom out, you see he's kind of on that pedestal in the Hall of Heroes, and all the other Decepticons are kind of reacting. I guess
they can. Well, they may just be reacting to him writhing in pain. I don't know.
Well, you see, I mean, literal shadows.
That's true.
Being emanating
That's
off of
true.
everything. But again, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I did have that question. Like, is this only happening to Galvatron, or can everybody see this as the external forces that are affecting him? I don't know.
And this is the first introduction of the fact that Unicron can cause pain to his creations or torture them into subservience.
Right.
There again is that empty space.
I think that's where Starscream goes.
Okay.
I don't get it. Do we ever revisit it in season 3 of the cartoon?
Yes, because when Starscream...
This exact place?
Because when Starscream's ghost comes back, and I don't know the episode, Octane is in the Hall of Heroes, and he's looking at Starscream's pedestal, and it's like broken, And I haven't watched the whole episode. I just watched some clips on YouTube. But I guess the presumption is that Starscream came out of it. I don't know. But then again, that lends credence to like the fact that those things on the bottom of the pedestals are the sparks from the.
Right. Gotcha. So at this point, Scourge is offering a reminder to Galvatron that, remember, we belong to him. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're at 36, 38 to 36, like 41, 42. And I feel like this is really terrible blocking in the next couple seconds because Scourge is talking, but we can't fucking see him at all hardly.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's because, Galvatron's writhing in pain.
And I just feel like that could have been animated better. And it's like he's like his head's cut off. And
I think it's animated fine. It's just laid out weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the
blocking.
blocking's weird. It's just not. It could have been done better, like over Galvatron's shoulder or something like that.
So Galvatron brings out some of that kind of Megatron style point. He's like, I belong to nobody. And essentially the anguish continues until Galvatron kind of tumbles down the stairs. And
he follows that crown.
That's right. He follows like the crown. He tumbles.
Clink.
Nobody smashes him into the ground. And so then he says, and I'm kind of curious about this. I'd never thought about it before. So he says, I will obey Unicron. And I'm wondering if he's just saying to himself out loud, I will obey Unicron, or if he's saying, like, I will obey Unicron. Right.
I feel like
is he talking to
latter.
Unicron, or is it talking to himself?
I think he's talking to the audience.
I feel like he's talking to you. He does turn around pretty quickly of like, I belong to nobody. 2 seconds go by. Hey, I'm gonna walk that back a bit.
He did this.
Well, and remember,
he did the same. He did the
Megatron,
same thing.
yeah.
Megatron.
And
It
didn't Megatron say, I belong to nobody? Is that a callback that I've never picked up on?
Oh,
Yeah.
He says,
you belong to me now, and Megatron says, I belong to nobody.
Yeah.
oh,
Holy
wow.
shit.
Yeah.
I have never put that together.
I never did either.
Same
That's
thing.
So for
pretty
anybody who
awesome.
asks whether Megatron and Galvatron have any
Reeling
semblance
back
of each
in.
other, I mean, they do, for
It's
sure.
just a reminder. This is a reminder
Holy
here that
shit.
got to reel back in a little bit. Unicron's hooked
30 years of this movie, basically, or maybe 25. What are we? They
31.
celebrated the 30th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 31 in August. So,
Yeah.
okay. Crazy. There's all these Easter eggs, man.
I know. Going through it is great.
So the anguish continues. He fell down the stairs. He says, I'll obey Unicron. And I'm going to go back to a point that I made earlier. Galvatron should have really gone to Earth first, taken care of that business, fulfilled the part of, his part of the deal, and then gone and taken care of Starscream. It's not like he used any of the other Decepticons to go attack Earth anyway, so it's not like he could get some recruits.
It is weird he doesn't use Devastator.
I mean, they do build Devastator up to be pretty menacing.
Yeah.
Devastator.
I mean, the ultimate weapon, and he's just like, we'll just fly around, I guess. That's coming up.
Galvatron catches his breath, he recovers, and we basically end with him saying, Decepticons
To Earth.
To Earth! Gentlemen to bed.
Too bad. For tomorrow, 9 for 9:30.
A continental breakfast.
Gentlemen to bed. We rise at 10-ish.
So we do have a new voice actor for the first time in a long
Scourge?
time. We do, yes,
Cool.
that's right. And that is Scourge, voiced by Gordon Stanley, quotes, Stan Jones. He voiced Scourge both in this movie and the television show, Canadian film and television actor. So he was best known, and you guys might remember this if you watch these shows, as the voice of Lex Luthor in the Hanna-Barbera TV series Challenge of the Super Friends. But he did lots of voices. He was on Richie Rich. He did Kingpin and Doctor Doom on the Spider-Man series of the times. He was on Alvin and the Chipmunks. A lot of kind of utility roles. Heathcliff. First of all, hang on a second. Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats. Do you remember that being the
They
full
were a
name of that
band.
show?
I hated
the Cadillac Cats.
I hated the Heathcliff cartoon.
I was not a fan.
I hated the
of
Heathcliff
Heathcliff.
cartoon.
Snorks, Jetsons, Greatest Adventure Bible Stories.
Oh.
G.I. Joe Tailspin. He was also on live TV. He did some Mork and Mindy. He had a role on Beverly Hills 90210. And other than Super Friends, really, Transformers was one of his main gigs. He put in 19 episodes into that. He also, aside from Scourge, did Misfire, who was a target master, so you didn't see him until towards the end. And Lord Zarok, who, as any true fan knows, was the headmaster, ultimately paired with Scorponok.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that he is continuing to have a very good voice actor career.
So many voices, you could still find him doing voiceover work today in heaven.
Oh, God damn it.
He passed away in 1998.
Son of a bitch.
Man.
The city of Los Angeles.
I was hoping to, just by willing him to be alive, he would be alive.
Nice try.
But
Didn't work.
Fuck.
All right, guys. You know what it's time for.
Deviations.
So I'm trying to think here. I will just go. Is yours more on the rails or off the rails?
My mom, I have a deviation. My mom deviated from the traditional Thanksgiving meal, went from a turkey to a honey baked ham.
What?
I know.
Most people
right?
get both.
Not this year.
It was a dark day in the Carter household.
Spiral cut.
And then things spiraled quickly out of control.
Your uncle with his mashed potatoes.
It was chaos.
Situation.
Like, what the hell is this?
Did you guys do like a
Food fight?
Yeah.
Yes, it was a food fight. Yes. I got scalded by hot melted marshmallows from the top of the sweet potato casserole.
Listeners, were any of you ever in a 1980s style high school
fight?
cafeteria food fight? If you are, reach out, let us know.
There was a food fight I was in where mainly it was in, I believe, middle school, and it was very short, like a small number of skirmishers. But I believe pickles were involved mostly. It was a hamburger day.
I was never involved in a food fight there.
I like how in those movies when that happens,
Everybody.
well, first of all, they last 20 minutes. Second of all, there's always that part where sort of that person who's the stick in the mud, like
Sticks their head up out from behind the table.
and they get nailed,
Yeah.
and then they participate. Then all of a sudden they maybe even have the last word in the deal. They put the finishing touch. They body that fight.
Heavy amount of creams in food fights.
It goes all the way back to the Three Stooges, I believe. So, okay.
To answer your question, mine's not that different.
Okay. Well, I'll do mine first real quickly then. Although there is a weird thing that happens, and I can't tell if it's screw up in whoever translated or put the script that I have online. But once Spike and Bumblebee get cut off from a previous minute, the script cuts to Galvatron and his armada attacking the crew on Earth. It doesn't pick up on the whole Moonbase 2 sequence until way after the crew lands on Junkion, after Hot Rod and Cup resolve all of the shit on Quintessa, right after Wheelie takes them like on that corkscrew ship, and then the script picks back up on Unicron devouring Moonbase 2. So
presumably, Spike and Bumblebee on Moonbase 2 are just looking at this planet the
Right.
whole movie.
Right. It's just maybe stalled there.
Yeah.
Maybe Galvatron made that threat and Unicron just stalled there for a second and he comes back to it. I can't remember if I picked up on that. But the other thing is, we don't know why, but when you do fast forward in the script to pick up to them, it does say 20 seconds, not 20 minutes, just to resolve that dispute. But I still feel like that's
You're
stupid.
the only one disputing that.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Okay. On mine, it's this one's a pretty short one. In the last episode, it was Jazz and Cliffjumper getting the escape pod, and they blast off, and then the moon is being sucked toward a grotesque mouth that has opened up in this Unicron planet. Lots of slurping noises. He consumes it and then it swells, and there's new illuminations within him. Okay, on this minute, Galvatron in the Decepticon Hall of Heroes. Silence. No more winds. No more movement. All is still. And then, with a sudden continuous motion, Unicron swells in size so it looks even closer, like a balloon, into which more air has suddenly been pumped. So, this is the ghostly voice of Ingester, which is now deeper, louder, more overtones added. There is insufficient energy in this galaxy. Go to Earth. Deliver its power to me.
Isn't that in the same galaxy?
Couple points. Yeah, 100% it's in the same galaxy. Okay. It's even in the same star system at this point. So, this gets even weirder later. Or in the next line, Galvatron, defiant. that moon, this universe is mine. So now we're the whole universe. It's like not even galaxy, just universe. Okay, another angle on Galvatron as Cold Ray suddenly descends and traps him, making him writhe in pain beneath it, powerless to resist. The ghostly voice of Ingester. I am Ingester, dominator of the cosmos. You shall obey. Galvatron, gasping for breath, writhing, nods. I hear and obey, mighty one. The cold ray vanishes, and Galvatron clutches his throat and tries to regain his composure. Ghostly voice of Ingester. To Earth and victory. Galvatron, a ferocious yell. Investor and victory!
Investor?
Ingester. Not Investor. Yeah, he was...
That's the Holy Trinity. You've
was-
got Unicron, Ingester, and Investor.
They were starting
He's the money man.
That's right. They were starting an Etsy business.
Etsy business.
That's right.
What kind of crafts is Unicron creating?
Oh man, it's just like giant like cocktail forks to spear the planets. Place
That's
cards.
pretty good. We can move on.
All right, fuck you. All right, we pan on Scourge, Sweeps, and the other Decepticons to quickly take up the battle cry, Ingester and Victory, and Galvatron and his entire force of newly created Life-Spark minions and Decepticons take off in battle formation, shouting the Ingester and Victory cry as we cut to next episode.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So not that different. I mean,
It's moments.
well,
interestingly enough, Ingester and victory is the same thing that me and my family say before we dig into our Thanksgiving meal.
Does it take the wind out of the sails of that battle cry whenever it's just a spiral honey-baked ham on the table?
No, not at all.
Okay.
just a victory.
I like to picture the Carters sitting around a table and all of you have the same technique, which is just inhaling as hard as you can to see if the food can...
It's just like the ham just is getting sucked around the table, and whoever sucks the hardest gets it.
It was a hungry hippo sort of thing going on.
Ingester and victory.
Well, next episode.
Wait.
We can...
I'm the ghost of the iconic moment.
You know, why don't you go first?
Caleb?
Iconic moments. Let's see here. I do like Galvatron writhing in pain. I like it when he's like tilting his head back in agony, because it's got to be a splitting headache that Unicron is putting on him.
TF migraine.
And that's when that's a Buffrin commercial.
When Unicron's trying to torture me from afar,
I
always
reach for my Buffrin. Maximum strength, please.
Yeah.
All right.
We're great.
Yeah, we are doing really well.
That's my iconic moment.
I think mine would be whenever the reveal that basically like the self-destruct has done nothing. It hasn't hurt him at all, and essentially all is lost. And then again, we have just assumed that Spike and Bumblebee are toast.
I wish they were, just to make Daniel's life harder.
Speaking of toast.
You guys
What
use
about
toast
it?
in your stuffing? Do you dice it up and jam it in your honey-baked ham since you don't have a turkey?
No, I
putting
was
stuffing
just
in
gonna
the
say I had quite the memorable toast of at the meal of toasting my family and being thankful for everything that we had.
What'd you say?
I said, Ingester and victory.
You definitely should do that.
They're just gonna look at you like you're a piece of shit. As far as I'm concerned, really these last 2 minutes have been really iconic reminders of Unicron's power.
Mm-hmm.
He ate 2 planets, or ate 2 moons rather, and he tortured Galvatron remotely. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, I remember he could do that, and he can do that. So he's not to be fucked with.
He is not to be fucked with.
Excellent.
Well, that's all I
Unicron ain't nothing to fuck with. Unicron ain't nothing to fuck with. Unicron ain't nothing to fuck with.
All right, guys, next week, Hot Rod is hooked on a feeling. Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga.
Hot Rod
chaka,
can't stop
ooga,
this
chaka,
feeling.
Ooga, ooga, chaka,
Deep
ooga, ooga,
inside
ooga,
of
chaka,
him.
Ooga, 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 chaka, ooga,
I am
ooga,
going
ooga,
to
chaka,
make
ooga, chaka,
another
ooga,
Thanksgiving pun here soon.
Okay, that's it. We're done. Nope. We'll wait for it.
Oh, for anyone who
That's-
hasn't shut this off yet. What else is happening?
Hot Rod's hooked on a feeling.
I'm hooked on cranberry salad. I don't know, what's it called?
What is cranberry
Sauce.
Cranberry sauce.
What is it called?
Cranberry salad?
Cranberry salad.
I mean, I like dried cranberry
Sure, and
salad.
yes,
have
regular
never had
salad, it's delicious.
You guys don't eat cranberry salad for Thanksgiving?
It's just liquid cranberry juice, and they suck it up through a straw.
That's right.
Carter
That's
family
right.
tradition.
Yes.
I quit going to Carter Thanksgivings when I was
When
like
it was
9.
all
I
just
knew-
bowls of
I knew-
cranberry
I
juice.
knew it was a really weird situation. So Hot Rod has a feeling. Galvatron is finally a man of his word. He goes to Earth. Mm-hmm. And that's it, guys. So listen to the show. We've got iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and TuneIn. Follow us on our social media. That's mostly Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Have you guys done anything on Instagram in a while?
Yeah, whenever Ryan creates cool posters, I put them on there.
Are they getting the likes? Getting the hot likes?
We get some. We get some likes. Yeah.
Hey,
As long
keep
as
an eye out.
Yeah. If you hashtag them just right, they do get a lot of attention actually from non-listeners and stuff.
Gotcha, just randos.
I wonder how our contest is going.
You know, this is week 1 of our contest. Because we're recording this before the contest has been launched, we have no
right.
clue how it's going. But
No.
thank you for all those who've participated.
No, this is being recorded after because my Thanksgiving meal was delicious.
Don't break the fourth wall.
Come on.
So thank you for all those who have participated in that contest, and please continue to do so. And on our iTunes, please rate, subscribe. We should have talked about that a little bit more. So let's back up and pause for a second. This is a reminder. Contest. All you got to do is get onto iTunes, give us them 5 stars, baby, and add a comment. Say something nice. I mean, you can say something mean as long as you give 5 stars.
5
I
stars,
don't
you can
really
say
give a
whatever you
shit.
want.
Talk about our moms. Talk about Caleb's mom
specifically.
Her stuffing is amazing.
I mean, Caleb's mom's stuffing.
And you've got basically until December 25th.
That's right.
And anybody who has added a comment, rated 5 stars, and lets us know about it. And the main reason you got to let us know about it is to give us your address. We're going to send you a little Christmas surprise.
Yep, and it will all be individual. Everyone will be different, unique.
We're gonna send them my leftovers from
It's just some old cranberry salad.
Everyone's getting cranberry salad.
So please do that. Again, all of our social media at APODcast, and visit our web presence at autopoddecepticast.com. No idea what we're going to put up there for this episode right at this point.
There's a lot. I mean, I always put extra stuff on the podcast website page, so please go and check that out. I try to put links to it also on the social media, but it's all located in one central place on our website.
All right, everybody, thank you for your time, and have a happy holiday.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Bye, bye, bye.
Woohoo!
So, you know, my house has 1 bathroom. And West stays with me basically she stays there all the time. And this was a couple of weeks ago, and she was in the bathroom, and I started getting I'm like, oh, I gotta go real soon. But I didn't want to disturb her, to be like, hurry up. And so I'm like, I can probably hold it. I think it's gonna be fine. It's definitely not fine.
Did you have to poop or pee?
Oh, what? I just pee outside or down the sink. I wouldn't be worried about peeing.
So you had to poop.
Yeah, I had to shit. And it was obviously diarrhea. I could tell it was going to be be some soft serve.
Had you had diarrhea earlier in the day?
No, this was in the first thing in the morning on a Saturday.
Is that a common thing for you first thing?
I have diarrhea frequently. I have to take antidiarrheals. I think it's probably all the booze I consume.
I I've noticed that drinking beer will make me do that. So at work, I pretty much destroy the toilet.
It's a fucking.
So,
It's a
but
war
I'm better.
zone.
I'm better since I haven't been drinking beer.
So
So did you go in, take a shit, and then meet an international rap celebrity
No.
when you came out?
All right, so I'm sorry. Let me.
it's fine.
So anyway, you
So,
knew,
yeah.
you knew it was going to. be
I knew what was
dire.
going to happen. It was going to be, like I said, it's going to be liquid. And so I'm like, oh, I can hold it. And I'm literally like crossing my legs and standing up and squeezing my ass together as hard as I can. But it's quickly becomes clear that I'm not going to be
It's
able
not
to
gonna
get
work.
on top of this. It's not good. It's coming no matter what I do. So as opposed to like an adult to be like, hey, I need to use the bathroom.
Oh god.
I went downstairs.
What?
And put a towel on the concrete and then squatted over the towel
My god.
and squirted into it. And it looked, if it had been ice cream, it would have been delicious. It was just a pile of real brown like poop. And so, what?
Well, and how did it stay contained?
It wasn't as liquidy as I thought. It was more of like a soft serve consistency.
Oh my god.
And so
So it didn't splat and get all over
no, because
stuff?
like, and I will say this: we should have squat toilets in this country because squatting is a far superior way of pooping than sitting.
Yeah,
And most of the other countries do that.
we have a squatty potty at home.
Yeah, it's great.
Is that just the shelf? It's like
It
a
elevates
step
it,
stool?
it elevates
Yeah,
your
yeah.
legs, so you're more. I don't use it. I don't need it necessarily, but it does certainly help other.
Yeah, it naturally pulls your butt cheeks apart and
Yeah.
So I then wipe with the same towel, like the end of it. I then tie it up and I go up and get a garbage bag. I put the towel in the bag. I put the bag in the trash outside. And I told her about that a couple days later.
I will say though, with a squatty, I've been to those bathrooms in foreign lands where you go in and it's like there's a place for your feet,
Yes.
and a hole. Mm-hmm. What if you do have like explosive diarrhea? I mean, is it just going to wreck all of that?
I feel like if you're in a place that just has a hole, it's
Yeah.
probably not a big deal.
That's true. The last time I saw those it's always been at like some bar. I remember when I went to Mexico. I don't have the same story you guys do, obviously, about your bars in the Mexican bathrooms. But when I went, this was like 1995, 96. And I remember walking, I was really wasted, but I remember walking into what appeared to be like a room underneath a staircase, and there was other guys in there peeing. And it feels like in my mind that we were peeing off into like just kind of like an abyss.
Okay.
Like maybe it was like a cave or just a hole in the ground.
Into the groundwater.
It wasn't a trough. It was just like an open pit that was running somewhere.
Wow.
I remember that.
So, related to the story I just told, Caleb, I think this is one of the first times I visited your house in St. Louis.
Did you shit on a towel in my basement in St. Louis?
Not exactly. See, this was one of
God.
the first times that I visited your house in St. Louis, and I did not know you had two bathrooms. And Aaron was in the first bathroom, which means that it's sometime between
upstairs.
45 minutes and an hour and a half is what the
Yeah.
wait is going to be. So it's...
Wait a minute. I don't even know what you mean by that.
Yeah, it's...
You take a long time to go poo-poo.
And so it's the same kind of situation. Things are getting to a head. And so I think what I did... Oh, God, I just remembered I have a third shit story. I took, like, a plastic garbage bag and just took it downstairs and shit into the bag and then put it in your outside
But
trash.
you didn't realize there was a bathroom.
No, there's a bathroom in the basement. I did not know that. I went to your coal chute room.
Oh, God, you went to the cold chamber and
Yes.
just shit in the bag.
Third story is also kind of Aaron related. It was whenever we lived in an apartment together, and he was... we were kind of drunk, and he had passed out in the bathroom up against the door. And so I couldn't push the door open. And we only had one
Where was
bathroom.
this again?
This was at what was it? Is Pebble Creek the first one with Dan, where we lived across from Dan Burns?
I think so.
You
Yeah.
passed out.
I think we only
I
had
think it
one
was Pebble
bathroom.
Creek.
I think
Yeah.
we only had one bathroom.
So I really had to go, and luckily we had I was working at Twin Oaks at the time, and so I used to bring home a lot of styrofoam cups for as a soda. So we had a 20-ounce styrofoam cup that I took the lid off of and pooped into it in the kitchen. And luckily we kept the toilet paper in the pantry in the kitchen. So I had access to that. Stuffed it into this, put the lid back on, and not like a person who would presumably go and throw it in the dumpster, I threw it over the back fence behind our patio.
You're just like, I gotta get rid of the
It
evidence.
was like a hand grenade, and I had to get rid of it immediately.